It's Friday, and that means it's time for another entertainment panel. Abby St. John is here as always, but Shelby, she's been off all week. Last Friday, you had me filling in for weather. Now I'm filling in for entertainment panel, so I'm kind of coming for her job a little bit.
Just a little bit. So Shelby, watch out because he's coming.
Yeah. And I better live up to the hype. I know Shelby was kind of not sure if I'd be able to step into her shoes, but here we go. I'll give it a try. It wouldn't be an entertainment panel if we weren't talking about a Marvel Studio project, and this is an exciting one that I know you and Shelby have talked about before, but there was a lot of news coming out recently, reports of the different Disney projects that were kind of getting delayed, but this is one that is getting moved ahead 6 months, Deadpool 3.
Yes, Deadpool 3. We don't have plot details as of yet still, but we have news that it's being released, slated for May 2024. That's 6 months earlier than their original release date, so that's very exciting. May is still a long ways away. It's still less than a year away, but it is super exciting that it is coming out 6 months earlier. And, you know, we don't know a whole lot, but we are excited that Hugh Jackman is coming back as the Wolverine, considering he said back when Logan came out saying that that was the last time he would play Wolverine. Of course, him being really good friends with Ryan Reynolds, I think that really helped seal him to come back. And we know.
And they have great chemistry too, right?
Yes, exactly. I was just about to say that. They've released a couple of promotional videos for it, and they're all... It's so hilarious watching them interact, and you know, Deadpool is a comedy. That's, you know, his comedic relief type of living.
That's a big part of the movie.
It's a big part of who Wade is and who Deadpool is. So that's going to be really exciting. And you know, Wolverine, he's kind of hard on, you know, interior and exterior. He doesn't like a lot of people. So it's going to be interesting to see how they bring him into the MCU. You know, this is Deadpool's debut in the MCU, so that's very exciting. And it's keeping its R rating. So it's the first to have an R rating, and I think it'll set a precedent for projects in the future to have that R rating, because of how I think it was very important to fans that Deadpool kept its R rating, because, you know, it'll follow the trend and the theme of the feel of the first two.
And it's also an exciting day today because it is your birthday, Abby St. John's birthday, my birthday tomorrow. So we're doing a kind of an interesting thing here on the entertainment panel where we're going to be talking a little bit about the films that came out on around the time that we were born. So I'll give you a chance. Around 1999 is when you were born. So kind of take us through a little bit about what was happening there when it comes to movies.
All the Star Wars fans were very disappointed by Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which came out May 19th. It did rack in over $431 million. So it did make a lot of money. However, it was an audience rating of 59%. So audience weren't too happy about that. And then on June 16th, on my birthday, Tarzan, Disney's Tarzan came out. And I will say this now and forever, one of the best, if not the best, Disney movie soundtracks. Phil Collins did not have to go as hard as he did, but he did. And
it's a banger.
It makes the movie just that much more better. So that came out June 16th, 1999, $171 million total grossing, and it's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes with a critic of 89 and a 75 audience rating. And then Notting Hill, $116 million, came out May 28th with a certified fresh of 84 and an audience of 79. So fans really like that, and it still remains a classic to this day. And then Big Daddy, number 5, Adam Sandler.
Which I love this movie. One of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, I think.
Yeah, I think it is a fantastic movie. It's a little bit of a tearjerker, just a bit. $163 million coming out on June 25th. And critics did not like this movie. I was shocked when I looked it up, and they only gave it a 39%, which shocks me. It is criminal. It is. It has a 74 audience rating, which is the more important rating. And then you were born June 17th, 2000, so a year.
1 year and 1 day, yes. And so when you came up with this idea, I thought it was super exciting. I really was like, this is going to be super fun. Just to let you guys know, Abby goes through, she gives me the entire list of what was coming out on her birthday, and I'm like, wow, these are some like banger movie, super exciting. I go on through and look at my list, and I don't know if it was like Y2K earlier on, Hollywood was like, we're not going to be putting out some good movies.
Well, they thought the world was going to end.
So they're like, who cares?
Yeah,
let's not put out some good stuff. So looking at June around that time, 2000, so this is, beginning of the millennium here, we have number 1, Mission Impossible 2, starring someone I know Abby loves. Came out March 24th, so that carried over into June, and it was the number 1 movie in June. But fans weren't loving it, critics weren't loving it. It had a 56 on the tomato meter, and the fan score was pretty close as well. Gone in 60 Seconds, so this is a Nicolas Cage movie, came out June 9th. Not very good with the critics, 25, but the audience seemed to like it, 77. So I haven't seen it, so I couldn't really tell you, but I usually trust when the audience is. The Disney one's coming up here next, so do you know what this one is going to be, Abby?
I don't know.
It's Dinosaur.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I probably saw that when I was a kid. It sounds a little bit familiar, but definitely not one that I know well.
I was thinking the same thing. So it came out May 19th. So it came out the month before. It was still number 4 for the month of June in 2000. This is a movie I feel like my friends probably had it on VHS. I probably watched it at their place. I don't remember anything about it though. It's an animated film. So I might have to go back and watch it. But maybe not, because when we look at the Rotten Tomatoes, it had 65 on the tomato meter from the critics, 48 from the audience.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Just one left, Shaft. Now this is a Samuel L. Jackson film. It's a remake of a movie that also happened years earlier, and people weren't loving this. I mean, the critics weren't, at least. 34 from the critics, but we have 94 from the audience, so quite a discrepancy there. Another film I haven't seen, kind of an action-y one, but looks like that would probably be almost one of the best here on my list. Well, that's all the time we have for this week's entertainment panel. If you missed Shelby, don't worry, she'll be back with Abby St. John next week.